Alright, we're back with game 2 of Hate Your Friends here with the Butchery versus the Viktors. The Viktors having picked up the game 1 in pretty decisive faction here. What are we looking to see as far as drafting goes? How are we trying to see a little bit different here?
I think a lot of it isn't in draft. I think some people weren't on champs or roles possibly that they weren't completely comfortable with or didn't get the matchups that they were hoping for.
Okay.
And so some things that I think would be better adaptations would be honestly just picking Galio in first phase just so that way it doesn't get banned in second phase, and you have something to answer, something like Akali or LeBlanc.
Okay.
And
so far the exact same bans across both teams here. No adaptation there.
yeah, honestly, I was cool with their bans last.
Yeah,
last phase
like
too.
you were saying, not a champion issue necessarily. It just makes you maybe a comfort and matchup issue.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's fair. We see the Skarner picked up here aggressively. That's almost certainly going to be Zan pivoting onto that in the jungle, which means we're going to likely see Beach here come out into Shining Gundam, come out here into a lane of some variety. Where was Xander last time? Zan was the ADC last time, right? So we could see quite the pivot around here if we're sending Connor, Kariba there back into ADC perhaps, and then Gundam into maybe one of the solo lanes. Yeah, possibly top. Ezreal picked up here once again. Okay, that's a pretty safe pick. He was doing pretty well. He got ahead early. He was landing a lot of Qs. I don't see a reason to change off of that. Poppy picked up here in the jungle. Interesting. Okay, doesn't have a great, matchup one way or the other really against Skarner, except for if he's running at your ADC, maybe you can ult him away. But if the Skarner gets the ult off, then you eat him.
Well,
It's a bad time.
also, having considered Poppy is broken, so
Yeah, Poppy's pretty good. Definitely limits a lot of the options you want to pick into it as well. Like you don't really want some mid laners with not much mobility. Some top laners, you're not going to see like a Yasuo or something like that necessarily into it. That's kind of annoying. Draven picked up there. That's almost certainly going to be Connor there. Draven's been banned a lot here. I suspect if we see this do well, it'll draw its way back into the bans again. And we have the Galio picked up here in phase 1. Okay, we don't see what it's into. So we could see like a Kiana or something coming out of Drew here into it. With the Yomu's nerfs, Kiana's not quite as strong. But something physical could answer it if he wants to.
I mean, I think Galio as a champion, even if he didn't have the magic health, I think he just does really well into
auction. That's what we like to see for Drew. That's right. I know he likes that auction there. That's going to be pretty good into the Galio here. They are very AD heavy at the moment, so I'm curious where they could pick up an AP threat. They could potentially put Tom on Singed in the top lane. He does like that Singed. So maybe that'll be on their radar for a ban here in phase 2. I certainly would be thinking about it if you were playing over there. I know you don't like playing against that Singed. But in general, so we see a Blitzcrank ban coming through because they haven't picked their support just yet, and so that with the Draven would be a lot of potential kill pressure.
I would also, well, they already banned Leona, but I would consider banning Brand just
Yeah,
in case they put
okay,
Tom
that's reasonable. Yeah,
bot lane. So Brand Singe.
it does buff up their AP threat there. I think the Brand would struggle into the Draven maybe, but just because he's so squishy. If the Brand steps up and gets hit by the stand aside, he's kind of toasted.
Yeah, but the opposite's also true. If Draven gets hit by Brand stun, he is.
That's true. He's highly dead. Yep.
So dead.
Once it gets the Rylai's online, it's actually really annoying as well because it pushes E on you. You get slowed. It's harder to catch your actions. It's harder to dodge anything else. So if you just rush his Rylai's, that could be gross. Then he really needs the Leandres really to get that much damage. The Mundo ban coming through. That's another good one. Get some of that AP as well in the top lane there. Definitely more team fight centric than Singed might be. And I think given that team fights tend to be kind of where Hate Your Friends gravitates towards, I think it's probably a good ban. And Mundo has been problematic in the past.
Problematic.
It's a problem. Okay, we have the Soraka coming through. Like you said,
Tom's been forced into his old ways.
So what you had said before was if they get desperate, they might put Tom and Soraka here. Are we feeling like they're getting desperate here? It seems odd to come away with the first win and then try to... They just really want to be a 2-0 series. They're really not trying to go to a game 3 here.
Gotcha.
Okay, so definitely pretty AP light here on the side of the Butchers. Sorry, the Butchery. I assume they would be the Butchers, right? The team is the Butchery. They are the Butchers at the Butchery.
True.
What will our last pick be here? We've got top lane Cannon. Okay, that Cannon come through. They did ban that the first time. Tried to target Beach off of it, I think. I like that pick. Show me the Cannon. Show me the Cannon.
He's been playing Static Shift Cannon.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't played it. Haven't seen it.
I'm a big fan of Static Shift. In general.
A big fan of the character Kennen. The character is obscene. I don't know how.
Static Shiv, very thematic. for Kennen. I like that.
He has more lightning, so it can't be bad.
Exactly. It could possibly be. All right, Cho'Gath, that's not a bad pick here. You need some beefy front line. The Gragas is also pretty
I
good.
hate both of those matchups as Kennen.
That's looking like a Gragas here, most likely for Meshi there in top lane. So we're going to have the Poppy, Baha on the Poppy in jungle. We have Gragas top lane on Meshi. We have Healer Diff on the Soraka, and we have Hobmanek on the Auction, and all the members on Ezreal. And then the one on the left-hand side we can see because that's a little bit more easy. We don't have to have so much guesswork there. I would be surprised if they keep the Draven on Gundam, but they could. I mean, Kana could take that kind of top lane as well, but I'd be surprised if we didn't see that one switch. But it's looking like that's where they want it.
So two things. One, usually when I'm playing Kennen into tanks like Cho or Gragas or because Meshi goes tank Gragas, I usually go Bork and I go AD Kennen because AP Kennen does 0 damage to Poppy and Gragas, and with a Soraka, I don't think he's going to be that useful, to be honest.
If you can find the right angle though and get onto that Soraka or that Ezreal in the back line,
I mean, getting on
it looks pretty good.
It's such a joke as Kennen though. It's like he just presses E out of your circle of death.
That's what the flash is for.
Okay, just have flash.
Every 5 minutes.
And also, Ezreal's going to have cleanse because he's against Thresh, so
he might very well have cleanse. Cleanse isn't that good against Thresh. It helps for sure, but it's not that good because he can still follow you.
Yeah,
he can still pull. That's the problem.
But just the fact of being able to
get
a
helps.
little extra distance.
It certainly helps, and you can then E. The fact that you then have E available, so if he pulls you E further away. Now he's that's pretty bad. But not it's not the be all end all. You can still follow it up a little bit at least.
But yeah, AD Kennen into tanks. Try it at home. Lethal tempo. It's OP.
Big fan of AD Kennen personally. It's very satisfying. You go ching 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 ching.
And I mean, Ginsuos has AP on it now, which is great for Kennen. Believe it or not.
Fair. So it looks like we do definitely have Connor on that Kennen there. I was expecting that to be in Draven for Connor here, but it looks like we've opted to push that over towards Beach. And we'll see how it goes from there against the Ezreal Soraka, an incredibly safe lane in that early game especially, and we'll see if they're able to punish that. We have seen that Yuri has a bit of a target on the back of one Morbius. He's pretty good at hitting hicks onto him in particular. So
that's why he's on Ezreal.
That's why he's on Ezreal, because he doesn't want to be hooked by that. And when he does, at least he's got a little bit of a get out of jail free card. Another one in the form of Soraka, actually. But overall, we've got some pretty good options for peeling people off of the Soraka between the Gragas and the Poppy. That's looking pretty good. So I think they can do pretty well for themselves here. I like this composition out of the Viktors.
I think blue team has no damage.
Blue team's a little light on damage, but I mean they do have Kennen plus Galio. That can be pretty good if Kennen finds that nice flank angle into locking everybody in place for that Galio to come on. They've got a pretty good team fight combo there. But it's about where it ends.
They have like a lot of lockdown,
yes.
But their lockdown is I don't know who if they can get to Ezreal or Auction, something has messed up in the highest order. But either that or flashes have been expended.
That's true. So, I mean, flashes or some cheeky angles and blast cones or some teleports.
Yeah.
It'll be difficult for sure. But if they can get in there, they've got the CC to really lock them down. I think it's going to be objective fights. I think if they can fight around objectives well and get themselves in early, it'll be really difficult to push into them to get an objective contested. But if they have to push into it themselves, it'll be pretty tricky.
I'd like to see an early Mikhails from Raka. And,
that could be good.
Yeah, apparently. Well, Moonstone just got buffed, so I don't know if I haven't played with it, but I hear it's good. I saw something about Shin ulting someone, and it was like 2 Kayle ults because Shin R is Kayle ult, and it just made 2 people invincible for Shin R duration.
What is the new Mikhail? I don't know Mikhail's. What does the new Moonstone do then?
Moonstone, whenever you heal or shield somebody, a percentage of it goes to the closest target, closest ally.
Okay, I see. That's pretty gross.
So Soraka, whenever she's healing someone, 40% of her heal is going to an ally.
What is the cooldown on it?
I don't know if there's a cooldown.
It just happens?
Yeah.
That's pretty gross. All right, well, let's go and get our spoiler bar out of the way here real fast in case there is any early game action. We don't want to know that. No spoilers for that. And we'll get that scoreboard up there more full time. All right. I feel like I was a little wonky on the camera controls and the casting last time. We'll try to be a little better on where I'm seeing fights happening.
people giving their Pride Month.
Yep. I see we have some homophobes in our game. Oh my God. Oh my God. Call them out. Okay, that was good. You're good. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And all of you have been recorded, so your names will be put down,
dude. Oh, dude, they're going on the agenda for sure. Okay, but in all seriousness, I think we have a pretty cool team. Pretty chill group of people here. Just some people might have forgotten their icons. You still have some time. You got about half a month here to get your icons going. I just like it. It's just fun. Having a thing like follow you around is way more fun than anything else.
See, I have it set as my icon. I literally get confused whenever I have things following me. I'm
Yeah.
like,
What is this?
What is that? But it's alright. My icon.
Yeah. All right, so we're looking like just some standard posturing from teams here. Nothing too crazy like that happened. A bunch of wards committed already, so could see some potential early ganks happening.
We have to inspect this Soraka to ensure her dances to the full potential. So
Her dance?
Yep.
I don't think she was dancing.
She was.
She was, okay.
She was doing the little hula hoop.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I can't zoom in or out, so there's going to be no full inspection. Apparently doesn't like to click and zoom, but scroll with that.
Wow.
That was a lot of damage on the Galio.
Auto, Q, auto.
You have armor, okay. Good, just making sure. I was like, that's so much damage. I'm worried you don't have armor.
250 damage. Auto, Q, auto.
Okay, you're going to likely see pretty simultaneous level 2 here from the bottom of what we're seeing so far. It's,
first wave. So.
Yeah. But
Got a minute.
Yeah, true. Alright, top lane looking pretty... Oh, we gotta get our scoreboard list. I don't know where. I was like, why is it looking freaking weird right now? That'd be why. Swap, please, swap. Okay, good there. Good. Oh, it's much easier.
Yep.
I was like already ready to go on that one. This is already in good order. Definitely going to be early, very on for the day. Definitely early on, it's going to be very difficult with this Galio in mid lane. Especially with that Ignite that the Option has. He's already plenty of kill pressure on him, and that's going to be problematic. It's a problem.
It is a problem.
Pretty even trades are in the top lane.
I do.
Still coming through.
I approve. Cannon start W. You start W into matchups that.
You're gonna go a lot.
Yeah, so that way you can like refresh your W passes more often.
Yep. You saw they did in his area to get the stun on the other side, only having 2 of his abilities. Makes it a little bit more difficult.
Also, the passive auto has an AD scale, so AD can.
Ooh, didn't quite connect there with his lightning rush. Is that what it's called? Lightning rush?
Yep.
Thought so. That's a ex-Kennen name, I would know.
I would also know. That's also
That's also ex-Kennen, yeah. That wasn't really a Kennen main per se. Okay, with a lot of aggression here from the Galio going in and trading back pretty well. I think there were going to be a lot of minions on there. He might have been able to commit to that. It's definitely difficult. The Ignite probably would have made the swing there on it, so probably a wise move to back off. But he did a surprising amount of damage there once he got that top there.
Also, his magic shield is
You gotta
going
be careful.
down.
So he's going to flash auto ignite you, and you're going to die. Oh, the Skarner is here! Oh my god, there! And that's why you have your jungler coming to mid lane there. Nicely done there. Full clear to the Skarner for that too. He just didn't go straight for the Not full clear, he's not level 4. Poppy's on his drop right now. Okay, Poppy found the camp he skipped and taking that drop away right now. Never mind, I'm looking at the wrong side of the map.
Poppy found the Grumpy. I like it.
I'm just getting confused. I had the junglers backwards there just based on where he's coming from. My bad. He did skip his drop. I was right about that. The Poppy as well as on it. So we're going to see pretty even and clear here. The early advantage clearly going to this Skarner because he was able to get a successful gank off there. And that's really good. I think that saved the other from having an absolutely miserable time in that lane. I think if he died there, it would have just been absolutely a travesty for him. That option is going to be free to just come back and kill him, or at least pressure him out of lane very easily and then roam whenever he wants. That should hopefully keep the auction a little bit.
Actually, don't know what he's building. Is he building Kraken first?
The auction?
Instead of Borg? Yeah.
Do you not need 2 longswords for Borg? You don't, do you?
For Borg, you have 1 longsword for Phantom Scepter.
Yeah.
But then you need pickaxe and dagger.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, Kraken is good, right? You get the double procs with him.
Maybe it's Triforce.
He could be going Triforce. I doubt it on option, but it's possible, I suppose. Okay. That's a big trade back, but yeah, those minions are going to do a lot of freaking damage to you there, on the back there. We have a lot of aggression here. The stun coming through. I don't know if he'll quite be able to get the kill given that he has the flash, but I don't think you need to flash that one. You only have one of the passives on you. I don't think you were going to get stunned up. Don't think you needed to flash that, but I understand why you wanted to.
I didn't see cannon cooldowns I didn't know if it was like you or...
He couldn't hit the Q2 in the minion wave. Like, he was walking
Yeah,
through the
you
minion
could
wave.
flash on him though.
If he got onto him, yes, but in theory, you could flash, you'd be flashed, right? So. Okay, how are we looking on the CS numbers there? Definitely lead in the mid lane, that makes sense. Top lane's got about an equivalent lead though, so pretty even overall. 1,000 gold difference in the favor of the Butchers though, with that first blood money coming through. I'm not really sure the rest of that gold is coming through, so it feels like we have pretty equivalent CS numbers overall. A big part of it's going to come down to this Draven's first kill or death. If this Draven dies before he gets a kill, he'll lose all of those stacks. Or 79% of them, but then make it not all of them anymore.
I don't know.
He's going to lose a lot of those stacks. We have another gank here in the mid lane, and I think this will likely be a dead option. No, never mind. He flashed aggressively. Gets the ignite there onto the... and he swings the wrong direction, tried to go for the fake out. He just missed it. That's unfortunate. He's going to die for that. He's not going to die for that. Oh, he dies for it. But I think Poppy will clean up here. I think you should be able to if you're able to get range. Nope, the blast gun's going to make sure there's absolutely no chance. Why are you so much slower? The boots, okay, boots difference on top of everything else, plus him being in his zone with the crystal. Gotta make that pretty rough. I don't think you want to stick around here though, Scar. I think sticking around here is pretty greedy of you, and you're going to pay the price for sure. Then the Gale coming in, I think the Poppy might get traded back here. Yeah, it definitely is. Ooh, okay. Bit of a whip from that Garden Soul, unfortunate. I give it a try to do, but didn't pan out.
It is a static shift cannon.
It is static shift cannon, yep, okay, nice. I do like that. I do like static shift. Extra lightning is good lightning, so.
And it's a Triforce Draven.
It is a Triforce Draven. What a world we live in League these days. That is unfortunate on the auction on that little swing around. I feel like he was out of there clean if he had gotten that swing around.
I do know there is a bug with that. Like I know streamers that very often play auction.
And complain about him going the wrong direction.
Yeah, that they play.
That is certainly annoying because that made a world of difference for him if that was a bug. That really sucks. Unfortunately, we can't see his inputs, so we can't see the actual wrong. But yeah, well, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Say it was a bug.
If there was a hand report for all of our players.
There we go. Yeah. Just have those up here at all times. It wouldn't be obnoxious at all.
We're just watching their hands.
I feel like you don't want to do that, Galio. He went the wrong direction again. Man, those bugs really get the best of them. Nah, dude, bugs. Highly bugged. Yeah, dude, it's a bug. It's either a bug or he's really struggling. We have the exhaust committed here. We have the gank coming down from the Skarner. I know they want to get... Oh, the hook lands. That was a long range hook. Give it to the Draven. Back off, Skarner. You gotta back off, bro. Give that to your Draven now. Oh, dude. Beach is mobbing about that one. I don't blame him because I would be too. Oh, can you get behind the tower of the Galio? Got behind the tower. All right, nicely done. This is what you're seeing, though, the pressure that the auction is able to apply to this Galio here. If that Galio had not gotten that first gank kill off with the help of the Skarner, it would have been just even worse right now. So, luckily, Goose is holding on okay. He's still got a little bit of a lead in gold, I believe, here.
Yeah, I understand going for Lost Chapter early. I really think he should have got tapped. There's no universe where Kindle Gem is worth more.
It's that or the armor thing goes on the Seeker's armor. Yeah, so that or Seeker's armor I think could be good early. But against this team, you're almost running all those Twitter seal caps anyway, so having extra mobility, getting in and out of lane if you are getting pushed out more would be really nice. We just need to make sure that this Draven does not die before he gets a kill because that was a huge missed opportunity. How many stacks are we sitting on him right now? We were currently sitting on 164 stacks. That's over 300 gold we just lost out on. In addition to the kill gold, that's been a massive, massive spike on the Draven. He'd be an absolute force to reckon with. So, unfortunately, there.
Force to be reckoned with.
Get out. When's your fight? When's your fight? Alright, freak. Calm down, calm down. Alright. Alright, so let's take a look here overall on where things stand. Got a bit of a CS lead in the top lane. A little bit to be expected with the ranged into melee matchup. Fighting over the dragon here, though. We have a red team collapsing onto the Skarner. He's a bit isolated. He's going to flash over the wall, though, and get out. That's good. That
you need to flash, to be honest. Ocean Drake is OP because
he was slowing him down, but I know that they knew the auction was rotating him down. I think that was probably why they got scared, as they knew it was going to potentially look a little dicey there. I don't think you want to try and re-engage here, though, sir. Unfortunately, I didn't quite clip the wall. Sam, you leave out there, sir. Ooh, maybe he's going to be able to actually get this. And the bounce up from the Galio, but he actually goes in the correct direction here, finally. But the ult coming through, that should have been help the Skarner. Skarner does with the flash. No taunt there from the Galio. It's still down, unfortunately, though. Another flash from the Ezreal away. And the Draven is looking for kills. You see he sees low HP bars, and he wants some blood. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get any there, but overall traded 1 for 0 there. Pretty good. They do pick up the dragon though, so that is definitely going to swing it even more in their favor there. Auction now 2-0, so 2 kills in each of the mid laners. So let's see what the gold is looking like. So pretty even in the mid lane, 150 gold difference, not a ton. Jungle, 300 gold in favor of the Scar from those kills. Top lane, definitely favoring the Kennen, up about 800 gold, give or take, from some plates. No, not some plates, just sheer farm. 20 gold? Being 700? What am I missing here? Why are the An assist? That doesn't get that much gold. I'm assuming Meshi missed all the cannons.
He might have also been at Dragon to get local gold for Dragon.
I don't think he was. It was 4v4 there. I'm pretty sure it was also there. Cole. That's a part of it for sure. That's part of it. But it hasn't popped yet. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm missing here as far as the gold numbers are looking.
Also, I think he has
a tower range here. Oh, I'm liking this. This is a dead
Bubba.
You got
oh my gosh,
and gets it nicely done there. Meshi just barely gets in tower range, making him take 2 tower shots. That second tower shot was huge. He slowed down for the barrel, just barely keeping him in range there. Nicely done. I like it. I like it a lot.
One more thing that he may have, also he has first strike.
First strike, that's a big part of it, yep.
And another thing that he may have is he may have futures market in his runes, and I don't know how it calculates that.
Gold on that, yeah. At least hard to say. I'm not sure either. Little fight going over the Rift Herald here. We have bot lane trying to get in some way here to get to that Draven's cash out. How many stacks are in out now? We got to take a look at that stack count. Only 20 more than before. That is surprising considering how long
it back whenever you looked last time. So.
True. Still feel like you could have caught more than that. just saying. Okay. Oh, you don't want to be quite a tower range there, sir. You do have your Poppy here to back you up. And they're just going to straight up dive this, not hitting into the wall there, makes that a little bit awkward. Poppy should be able to get out just fine here. A little low. Kennen is hauling it. Flash Q there from out of vision, gets the Q to connect there. Nice shutdown there. Oh, shutdown? There's a golden shutdown. I saw the killer out so far, the shutdown. Nice WQ there onto the Thresh.
Kennen picked up an Amp Tome. It could be Ginsuo still. Could be.
It could be.
He has first strike, so it's probably not.
It's probably Zonius.
You never know.
It's probably Zonius.
It's probably his mythic.
Protobelt, probably. Protobelt, yeah, that makes sense. I think Protobelt's really big here. Being able to get onto the Soraka is really big. The Pink Ward does find out the auction, unfortunately. That's going to put a damper on his roam there for the time being. Dropping the Herald up here top and trying to get that Kennen even further ahead. Though the Gragas did catch himself up a little bit there. Going to be 2-3 plates here probably going down. Trade a couple of shots there on the tower, not a big deal. We have the Thresh connecting hook onto the Ezreal and the Soraka. Nice double play there, it's pretty good. But it looks like your Draven was off catching axes, and your Draven's out of mana, so I don't think you really want to be fighting that. Meshi doing his best here to fight him off in top lane, but he's going to get Skarner ulted. He knows he has the Poppy coming. They have the Soraka ulted to buy him a little bit of HP. The game is freezing up on us again to draw up since it depends on where this Poppy ult's going to go. They eat the Skarner out of there. They say, go to base, sir. We want this to be a 1v2, except the Kennen was already out. It is a 0v0.
One thing I'm noticing is that bot lane has no Grievous Wounds. Believe it or not, Grievous Wounds, very good into Soraka.
It's pretty decent. Oh, nice hook there. I think they need to get onto the Soraka though if they're really going to accomplish much. The Draven's out of mana. He can't get up any more axes.
He's full HP again.
Yeah. I mean, both ADCs in here are out of mana. So any fight they're going to try to pull off is just going to be the supports trying to slap each other back and forth. And if Draven can't get up axes, I think it's going to favor them.
Also, change up from last game, Ezreal is not going Triforce this game. Going either Divine, probably Divine because they got some chop on their team, or Essence Reaver.
Yep.
Or
likely Divine is based on the build here. I don't think unless he's going to go straight into his Mana Zane, that'd be kind of surprising to go straight into the Mana Zane. He stacked it up pretty decently, so maybe that'll come online around the time he's finishing up the item. But hard to say. I think it's likely to see Divine Thunder into Mana Zane here, but who's to say? That could really go a lot of ways. Ezreal's pretty versatile there.
There's the Triforce completed.
In the bottom lane there, yep. That's up without even getting his cash out. How many stacks are we at now? Gotta be at least 200. 241. Wow, that's a big jump from last time. What?
Yep.
How did it jump up that much? I guess, like, oh man. That's the more the kind of jump I was expecting last time, so because I didn't see that jump last time, I was a little surprised. We're second dragon spawning here. We have an incredibly low Thresh. That Ezreal will just barely go wide of him there. I saw it on the mini-map go by. We have here.
He just picked up a
Okay, we have a Skarner committed here onto the Poppy. Unfortunately, they've kind of split up each other.
He cashed in.
The cash out from the Draven there, that is huge. That ult coming across and getting the kill is really big for him. That is unfortunate. That is not where we wanted the goal to go.
Sirach is going to full
Sorry,
heal
just
for
going to heal
Kofi.
everybody there. Oh, we have the flash come through. The Thresh. Oh, not quite going to be able to get it there. And that is a dead Thresh as well from that buckler coming up for Poppy there.
My god, the pink's coming out for the Soraka. They know who carried the
Yep,
fight.
Soraka alive, Soraka alive, Soraka alive. She's done it for them for sure. We have a ult down here. Oh, okay, that's... Oh, you drop your ult on yourself? Oh, ult build. Alright, nice. Should be able to get out of that. Ult for ult there, not a big deal. I think maybe he could have gone for a play before that minion, before that tower fell, if he ulted the minion wave. Probably killed the minion wave there, maybe got something going in the cannon there, but the tower was really low. Second dragon being picked up here. We'll find out what map we're going to get for ourselves. I'm hoping for a Mountain Drake.
Whoa.
Let's go Mountain Drake. I called it, that's right.
I don't
Why do I
like
want Mountain Drake? I don't know.
I don't like Mountain
I just picked one, honestly. The Cloud's not very exciting either. Infernal's probably the more exciting one, yeah.
like
Chemtech
Infernal
isn't
just
super
because of the
exciting
stats.
either. I think the two most exciting dragons as far as getting souls go were the two we had already seen with Hextech and Ocean Soul here. I also like the Ocean Soul map a lot. I think it's one of my favorite maps. As a
Plays
Fiddlesticks
Fiddlesticks.
player, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, then, you know, I'm sure Gundam Beach feels very similar to me as well as one who plays Rengar a lot.
So the anti-heal is being picked up on Draven
Okay, nice. I like that.
instead of, you know,
Oh, the Thresh? Then they have to attack the
Cannon.
Thresh is the problem.
just avoiding them.
The cannon should have it, yes, but like I think because the cannon is not
And also-
going to be in the fights for a little bit here, it's going to be a little bit tricky. If they're keeping that cannon top lane, then it's a little worse. But late game, yes, for sure. Mid game,
And
for
even
sure,
an
yes.
Oblivion Orb on Galio too.
Yeah, could be okay. But you know, I don't mind the Draven picking it up. He's fighting this Ezreal and this Rocket a lot. He could sell it later once the other ones pick it up. It's gonna give him a lot of value in this stage of the game as it is.
We'll have to check in like 5 minutes.
The
and
healing
see
on
what
it?
that
Yeah, for
heal
sure, sure.
reduced is.
Let's see how our stacks are looking, baby. 28 stacks because we got a big cash out, meaning that we are now 600 gold ahead. It's about a 600 gold cash out, give or take. So it's all the difference there.
So good.
I mean, it's 1 and 1. Like they're almost dead even for everything else. You know, Ezreal's up in farm even and is down 600 gold because of the cash out from Draven having nearly 300 stacks on that cash out. It's 25 gold plus 2 times your stacks, I believe, is how it goes. You always get a flat 25 extra gold. Which did not used to be the case. And I also think you do preserve some of your stacks when you die. I think you lose 75% of them. It used to be you lost all of them. Draven also used to be even stronger, so you know, can't play too much. As an ex-Draven main.
As
so.
ex-Draven.
I actually was a Draven main for quite a while. That's not actually the joking. I played like an absolute top down with Draven. We have the junglers both being top pair at the same time. We have both of them being absolutely Jotun away. Do we have the Draven Axe coming through? Not quite going to connect. But
Jotun.
oh yeah, so they got Jotun away. Yep. Yeah, we're playing a Himdalir. Gonna send them through Jotunheim and Roosvalir. Oh, another freeze, man. What is this freezing going on with these clients, man? It never happens in game. So I don't think it's on my side of it. Because like this never happens when I play a league game. It's only spectating.
It could be just
Ooh,
like,
nice flash Valley Sender from the Gragas. The barrel will go wide. They have the Galio counter ganking here though. The auction's up here trying to get in. I think you're just getting CC'd to death, sir. You are. Oh, unfortunately, you got stunned out of your dash right then. The Poppy going in, dashes to a minion, a little bit awkward. We got the buckler plus the Q for enough damage.
I actually think he dashed to a minion on purpose just to close the gap. So,
Yeah. I don't think he would. Yeah, I wasn't saying that he missed and hit the minion. He dashes to the minion,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is unfortunately you don't get the damage for it, but he was able to just close it with it. The Gragas might be able to get himself out here. It's still gonna look at that. It's a very fast corner. Yeah, no, we're gonna get there. Unfortunate. Just having to run the wrong direction there definitely makes it a lot harder.
so he just picked up the Caulfields and then built into Triforce. I guess he wanted
Sure.
the ability haste, which is fair because the Hearthbound axe does not give very good stats.
It's possible he also had exactly enough gold for it and not quite enough to use his gold in any like slightly more efficient way. It's Ezreal. It doesn't matter too much how you build in that regard, but again, these bot lane fights just end up with their ADCs low on mana. So once again, they just kind of can't really commit into either of each other. Unfortunate there, because the Draven likely could have had the damage. He committed the exhaust, but not having the access to be able to get up. Unfortunately.
She does have whatchamacallit,
Moonstone?
but she's going.
Yep.
She goes Warmugs every game. I really think you should be picking up
Mikhail's.
Mikhail's.
Mikhail's would be good here, for sure. Doesn't help against the Skarner ult, unfortunately, so, you know, still probably going to be on them to build the QSS if they want to get out of that. Probably going to be on the auction, most likely, to build that QSS more than anything, given that he's going to have a hard time getting away from the Skarner, more likely. Ooh, the Rift Herald is out of here, baby. They say get that away. I forgot you could do that, honestly. That's pretty good at saving your towers from the Rift Herald. They do need to follow it up with their team here. Make sure they do something to charge. It's still going to get off the charge anyway. That is brutal. Unfortunate. Luckily the tower stays alive at least. But, dang.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yep. It's kind of annoying. You come to drop it as they just go, nope, get out of here. And then usually you can stop it from crashing, but unfortunately the wave did not time out very well for them there. Let's look at the gold lead overall. We have 3,000 give or take gold lead going towards the Viktors at the moment. We have a gank here onto the Galio. This is likely a very dead Galio. They do have the teleport coming down from the Cannon, who's going to go in and get that ult off. We should be able to trade at least the auction back here. I don't know if we can kill the Poppy as well. We cannot get the Poppy as well. The Soraka ult comes through and keeps her healthy enough. A lot of damage from that Cannon though. Whew. That is for having only one completed AP item and a static shiv.
True.
Like I said, more lightning, more synergy. Alright, let's take a look at our items coming through here. We have 2 full completed items here onto the Ezreal. That's pretty good. How did he get ahead of the Draven? Is Draven not have a golden pocket or something? He's in a bit of pocket, and the Ezreal just back. I'm actually surprised that he's gotten 2 full. I mean, we did have the Grievous Wounds picked up. That's probably why the Draven's build is a little bit behind here. 3rd Dragon picked up by the Butchers here. That's good. I don't want to let them start snowballing that away. I don't know if you're going to be able to follow that up more. I don't think you can, sir. That's alright. I like your effort.
Oh, the other part of Moonstone is if there's not an ally nearby to share it with, it just doubles up on the... It, not actually 100% doubles up. It just adds more.
Gives the portion that would be given to them.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty good.
So, we're probably going to be seeing some...
Those are some wild axes there, sir. Beach, don't think you're quite guiding us where you want them to go. Okay. Let's check our stacks out real quick here. We gotta see where we're sitting. 148, alright, looking at nearly a 300 gold cash out again if he gets another kill here. And what is our next thing we're going to fight over? We might start to look towards Baron. It's a little bit early at this point. Ezreal's going to eat away to safety there. Overall, things are just looking okay. You know, definitely a gold lead in favor of the Butchers here, which we'd love to see because we want to go to a game 3. This is a little spooky up there for the Gragas. Definitely gotten a lot of pressure on it from this cannon. It's difficult to do too much here. I think you might be dead here, sir, if you can get onto you there. We have the cannon ult up in about... Okay, the cannon ult isn't quite up. We do have the Skarner up there. Sorry, not Skarner, the Poppy up there to protect him. With the Draven and the Thresh and the Skarner. Everyone coming top lane right now on the way. Oh, that is not when you want to do it. That is unfortunate. Give it to the Draven. Give it to the Draven. Didn't get to the Draven. That is unfortunate. Oh, they're getting onto the Soraka there. That stunned the bomb, but doesn't quite take him where he wants to. He does get the pressure off of the Soraka at least. So Soraka might be able to keep them alive now. They do have the Skarner ult still. That's a Skarner ult on the Soraka, and that's a very, very dead Raka.
Just awkward positioning. If they didn't have, like, I assume they didn't have vision and
They did not, no.
So like,
right as the Poppy jumps in there was Roman, they all arrived into that Tri-Brush too. Just very unfortunate timing there. Yeah, you didn't know they were all coming. You lost the vision on them. They probably weren't expecting the bot lane to rotate up quite that quickly right then. But at least they can't get Baron or anything off of it because you kept, you know, some of your team alive enough to pressure that, even though your jungler did die. I'm sorry, is Skarner ult up right now? Why is Skarner? That's got to be bugged, right? Skarner ult can't be up. He literally is using on Soraka.
He didn't.
What?
He stunned her, and then
He has stunned her?
yeah.
I swear I heard the sound for Skarner ult there. Apparently I'm losing it.
He got stunned, and then he got threshold.
Huh, okay, well, I thought I heard the audio for it. Apparently not. Maybe it was just W that I heard, where he gets his crystals up and starts making sounds. Interesting. I really thought I heard that. So they still have the Skarner ult then, so that's scary for another follow-up play here. That's problematic. Oh, we jump onto the Draven here with the Ezreal come through. Okay, the Lantern pulls the Draven to safety though, and they're able to disengage here. Though the Gragas is coming, he does have his ult. If he can bumba the Draven, not quite towards his team, unfortunately, he sends him a little bit wide there. They do have the Skarner ult still. There's the Skarner ult coming down, going to pull the Gragas on the tower. Oh, sorry, the Poppy on the tower. And get yeeted away for it. Alright, well, they managed to pick off the Draven. Okay, so that's where we're setting the stacks there now. At least a little bit, so we should see, he should still have some of his stacks here. I can't click on him.
Can you hover over Moonstone? Can we see how much healing is?
It has certainly done 1900 healing already. It's pretty significant. We have another fight breaking out here. The Poppy has gotten herself a little bit committed far up there. Unfortunate there. The cannon's going in. We have a flash photo belt onto the Soraka. That it's going to be a dead Soraka here. And then they should be able to pull up most of the rest of the team here. Gila comes in, knocks up the auction. They're able to disengage a little bit though. And we see them chasing down the Gragas. Gragas gets that blast gun and able to get himself out to safety. She's able to clear up this wave and be pretty safe. We have the Ezreal eat away. Alright, nice. Not going to be able to get too much more of that. The Ezreal comes through, does connect, but I don't think you're going to be able to get that kill. I don't think you want to really look for that. you step up a little bit too far, get jumped in on by the Galio there, and you're a little bit toasted. It does have the cleanse, but that's not going to help you enough. Alright, dragon up here in about a minute. Everyone will be reset by then, and it'll be pretty much anyone's dragon. Soul point would be gained by the Viktors over here on the right-hand side, red team. But we'll see how that goes in a moment here. Look at all this vision. You love to see this. We got wards here. We got ward here. We got ward here. Here. We got wards there. There. Bam. Lots of it. Boom. Boom. All this vision. You love to see it. Yeah. One up here. That's nice to have, but loving all this vision down here, knowing that dragon is the next objective. Good job on the supports of both teams here for getting some good vision towards this dragon here. We're going to have to see how they sweep it out here and how they set up in a moment here, but so far, I like what I'm seeing.
Do be looking kind of Christmas lightish.
This jungle is pretty lit, as the kids say.
Yep.
The kids. Okay, with Fresh going in there on the Soraka, dropping the box. Unfortunately, drop that before the team fight that's about to break out here, but they get some pressure on the Soraka. She's not looking super healthy now.
There we go. See, this is what I want to see against Soraka. The Oblivion Orb, the Executioners, and the Bramble.
They do have a lot of heal cut, which is valid. That is valid. Alright, let's see if this auction he's doing anything done for himself here. I'd love to see him try to flank around the side here. We have the dragon coming up. Looks like Auction's just going to potentially bounce over this wall and go directly in. Teams are a little bit split up here. We're about to see the Ken top 10 teleporting in now. We're going to see this Ken come in. That's going to make a pretty big difference there. We got them fighting with the dragon here. Ken's going to come in though from the top side. We'll see what she can get done here. Getting in onto that Soraka again. That is her goal in this fight. His goal in this fight. Keep saying her. His goal in this fight is to kill that Soraka, and he gets both the Soraka and the Ezreal. That's going to be an absolute, I was going to say no contest on this dragon for red team, but the Pop Manager just actually snagged that one out. Do you stay on the dragon during the fight? He might have.
The entire
fight. Alright, well, you know, hey, they're going to get the Baron out of it most likely, but you got your dragon. That's pretty good. Got yourself Soul Point. Not a bad look. Get something out of it. You know, I don't think there was too much else to get it on there. Ideally,
Mountain Drake is like really good team.
Mountain Drake is certainly good.
The longer the fight drags on, the more
Soraka you're getting out of the fight. Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
They're going to get the Baron for sure, which is going to be another big gold swing. They're already about 7,500 gold in the lead, which is going to extend now to about 9,000. We'll see how much more they get out of that from potential tower kills here. But, you know, I mean, the damage is there on, you know, the team, on Team Viktors. I feel like they do have the damage to win these fights. The Kennen here has had 2 really good ults in a row, getting onto that Soraka and burning her down too quickly for them to really try to fight. If they can keep that Kennen off the Soraka, they'll start to look a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, they have the tools for it. They
certainly do.
They have
Poppy ult.
Yep. Poppy, like, to kill this Kennen. But,
they do, but when he comes in that fast from a flanking teleport, it's a nasty one to deal with.
I mean, that should be their whole goal. Is like Kennen Skarner. That's all.
Yeah. Where are they? Where are they? Keep on the map. If we don't see them, don't commit. That's tough for sure. At least they got the dragon out of it, so they can, you know, put the pressure towards the soul next time. Don't know if it's the right call to stay on dragon the whole time. Maybe if that Poppy was looking to play with the team, could hold that kind of away. It's going to be tricky, especially that Zonia's if he just times the Zonia's as that kind of, or the Poppy ult comes across. It's not going to do anything for you. But there's a chance at least. But good on him to get the dragon. You know, get a little bit of consolation play, a prize at the very least. How are you looking on the stacks over here? I know you had them reset earlier. 85, yeah, not so great, not so great. It's okay, it's okay. He's got himself Storm Razor Trinity Force, and he's working towards probably rapid fire cannon, I guess, for the Dragon here.
RFC or Static Shiv or...
Static Shiv wouldn't be the worst. I mean, it does help him with his wave clear, but I don't know if that's really what Graven's looking to get. Oh my goodness, both the junglers can just absolutely haul it. Deadman's completed on both of them, and they're just absolutely schmoving. Okay, we have the Gale Force from the auction and the Proto Belt for the Kennen traded out. Proto Belt is a considerably lower cooldown though, so that is going to pay for the Kennen in that trade. Okay, just a lot of wailing on you from the Skarner to Thresh Land from the safety, but it doesn't matter, actually you got a Soraka backing you up, so he's back to full HP. It's like nothing even happened there for either side. We have the auction looking out for something here, trying to make a play, keeping something in invisibility there. They'll probably go into the Galio here in a moment. Okay, they do now see you, sir. The Skarner ult could come through here if we're not careful. We got to keep that Skarner away from there. We have the Kendo finally not hitting a Soraka though. That's pretty big news.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a early fight. Just because of that, yep. We're gonna see. We have the Zonias coming out. We do have that's a good hook on the Ezreal. Ooh, Soraka's still getting some work done though. They're looking kind of
tanky are these people though.
They are pretty dang beefy. They are just not quite getting the damage they need through. And that Q connection to the Ken is a lot of damage. And Draven ult? Nope, Draven auto attack, the red buff on Draven, finishing him off. I'm not sure what got the killing blow there, honestly. It looked like he was likely out. I know the cannon Q chunked him, and then either there was a Draven auto on the way or he saw that red buff taking it, just barely the last little bit he needed.
I think possibly instead of Kraken, I should have used a Bork or something earlier. He's building Bork now, but like
they are thick over there for sure.
So
he was wailing that Skarner for a good long while and did not get through him. Yeah, that's difficult for sure. Yeah, this is still
I mean,
a game that could be brought back, but
just the fact that
massive goal difference.
Kraken now does physical damage, and he literally has 3 armor items. Is like okay.
Let's take a look here. We do have nearly 3k healing reduced from that Gru's wounds there. That's pretty good value.
That's a lot.
Pretty good. And 96 energy reduction, the real value.
Ooh.
Enemy regen. Sorry, enemy regen. I read energy as regen.
I was like, wait, what? How did
regen reduction?
You're passive.
I was like, wait, but the cannon's on their team. How does that work? Okay, I was very used from over there. Let's check the moveset renewer. We have nearly 3,500 healing put out there. That's pretty good. And let's see what other fun stats do we get. One moment here, we have the potential of Soraka being picked off, but instead it's going to be the Poppy dying for the Soraka sins and protecting her as she gets out there. Unfortunate. But they did get the... Thought they got Skarner roll. They did not get Skarner roll. Once again, I heard an audio clue that I thought was that, and it was not that. It must be his W that I think I'm hearing. When he starts running fast, and like the shing when he runs fast. Alright, Dragon should be able to be picked up here for the Butchers and denying the soul point of the soul here, rather. I know Ezreal rolled up here to try to steal it. It should be safely in their pockets. And we have a pretty massive gold lead at this point of, what, 13,000? Yeah, give or take 13,000. That's a pretty significant amount. Definitely going to be hard to pull it back. Going to require some pretty major throws, I'd say, on the part of the Butchers here. Look at that static shift. It's absolutely throwing that way. Cannon does suffer a little bit for wave clear. It could be pretty good in the early game. Stops him back, and this is a highly deceased Gragas. I don't think you're getting out of somebody. You have teleport, but there's no way you're dodging enough CC to get out of there. You're putting in some good damage, though. I'll give you that much. You still got that ult. Ult is a little bit wide here. That's unfortunate. Don't think he was likely to kill either way, but it's just all the win that miss. Unfortunate to go down there. You'll be up before the as the Baron is spawning at least, and he's got the teleport to try to get back there for that fight. But that's just tough. I know you wanted that bounty in the tower, and they did send a lot of numbers at you. Okay, Ezreal connects there. He's got the Shirley's Grudge pickup, so we do have the slow. Not a ton of damage on there, but scary enough, scary enough.
I mean, that's so much armor pin. I think all they need is like the cannon shutdown on. Well, he just finished Bork. I actually think they're a lot stronger now than they were last fight.
Yeah.
Like a lot stronger, and
the gold across the mid laners is almost even. So I mean, the gold difference is really in the top lane, right? Like, that's where it's coming through. You have 2,000 in the jungle, and then you have 7,000 in the top lane. That's where the difference is, right? It's the Ken. If you keep the cannon out of the fight, Gragas will throw away, Poppy will throw away something.
Yeah.
Get out of there. You've got flashes up on your auction. I thought we had it on Soraka. We do not. I was going to heal because he has it flipped from other people, and heal's just coming up. But for this Baron fight, if you can wait a little while, you'll have it up on your Ezreal and your Soraka. But it's going to be tough. If they start the fight here soon, they're scanning out the Ezreal out there. They know it's not happening at least. This is also scary. I feel like they need to have somebody with the Soraka here when they're clearing, given how easily she can be picked off here by a Thresh or a Skarner, or even the Ken. She base checks the Ken and she's going to explode instantly. Okay, we do have the Baron started up here. The Ken is in the bot lane, and they know that they're not there for it. They do both have teleport in the bot lane here. We'll see if the Ken can get out of the vision enough to get it, and they just get yeeted off of it by the Poppy there. Baron is going to reset. There's a Poppy going in here. They have Ezreal following up. The Poppy's getting absolutely wailed on, though, unfortunately. The Soraka doing the best to keep her healed. And she's... That is true. I don't know if they're going to be able to kill it that quickly, though. Is the Galio coming in? Oh, man. Both towers being destroyed. That is pretty scary, actually.
The game's ended.
The game is going to be ended here, almost certainly there. I don't know if he can really do anything about it. He's doing enough about it to do something, maybe.
He has static shift. He attacks speed.
He gets the bump.
Oh my god!
He doesn't quite get it. Oh, he's swinging at the last second. And we have the game stolen away by Ken there. What was looking like a pretty close game. game came down to him just sneaking in during that Baron fight, making the call, hey, this Gragas can't kill me in time. I'm going to get these towers down.
Yep.
And the Akshan being just a split second late there. If he got 2 ticks off of that dash coming in, I think it kind of goes down and then still have open Nexus with very low HP. Could be pretty dicey still there. But, hence, rather abruptly, I thought we'd actually see a whole Baron fight there. But the Cannon making the call that I can end this game. Well, we're going to go to a game 3. Very exciting. Love going to game 3. Always want to go to a game 3.
Some game 3s.
Any adjustments you're looking for going into game 3 out of these 2 teams?
We'll figure it out later.
Sounds good. All right, we'll catch you in game 3. Hopefully you're excited.